So here's the layout for the upper deck. There goes Rudy. So up here is the footwell. The little angles at the top are for the tabs for mounting the nose to. Obviously the rear is to the left. So I'll get this cut out, start drilling, and get it mounted on. All right, here it is, cut out, drilled, and countersunk. So right here's the footwell. This is the wheel well there. Now let's mount this thing on. All right, as per usual, this won't be the best, but it's a little bit late. Was out all day in the sun doing a lot of riveting, but the top deck and the bottom deck are on. And I have one of the side pods done. So the top, I countersunk and screwed and glued the top deck on. And then back here, riveted a piece of angle aluminum behind there to support that wing. This is just a Simpson hurricane tie that I'm going to actually use for the rear radiator support. Have the hoop in just for now. I actually cut the steering, or made the steering column too long, so I have to shorten that by a few inches. This side is underway. So sort of the way I did this, since there's nothing structural here, I put a steel bracket in the corner and on the top, and then riveted. This is, shoot, just under a 1/4 inch of aluminum here, and then rivet each panel to the angle aluminum there. And it's really strong. You can pick, there's no flex or any movement in it at all. It's starting to actually look like the car now. I made a big access cover here. The original, I think the fuel cell might have been here, and you know, I need to get in, and if I ever need to loosen the frame bolts or anything, I needed a way to get in there, so cut an access underneath that. And I skinned these little panels in aluminum. I normally don't like to do that just for decorative purposes, but I figured it would look better with it actually being aluminum. And the seat back is just going to be held in with screws along there, so it's removable to access the fuel pump and the frame bolts, which are obviously going to be in between the fuel tank here. So if that wasn't removable, we really wouldn't have any way to do any adjusting. And on the floor, I did it in 3 pieces, because the main frame rails here, then these side pods, if I were to ever damage some, you know, the floor of the side pod, or you know, one of the sides, it would be a shame to have to replace the entire skin. So I did a section from, you know, there out. Actually, I might be able to show you. There we go. So you can see here, just did a dividing line. So if anything ever happens to this side, I don't have to reskin the entire floor pan. Just keep it on a furniture dolly for now, moving it around. And then at night I just roll it right into the shed. That's where we're at.